So this shipping company isn't that, but it is a shipping company where you are looking for a long. It looks like you just got a signal there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got a signal on Wednesday night. You can see my little indicator. By the way, if you haven't downloaded my indicators, please go download those indicators. And we're busily getting them transcribed, or whatever you want to call the word, so that they can be used in other charting packages besides Thinkorswim. So you might want to get free access to our web portal, because we make updates to these indicators, and I hope to have the other software packages covered not in not too long from now. But we also we featured ZIM a couple of months ago when they were giving us this signal back here. So I wanted to follow up on this, because if anybody did act on that symbol and basically either shorted some ZIM or bought some option substitutes, and in this case on that past signal you would have bought some put option substitutes, now is when you want to sell your put premium and buy your protective calls. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but with our strategies are based on being what we call range bound, right? And so we're bound between this level of support and resistance. And if we make a trade at the top of the channel, then we can create our income trades every time we bottom at the channel. So if you took advantage of this trade back when we first featured it, now is when we're looking for selling our put premium and buying our protective calls. But you're absolutely right, Sip. If you didn't take advantage of it, now we're on the opposite side of this channel. And this is a signal that, this was an end of day signal on Wednesday. I'm going to actually show you here. I've got my follow through. So a lot of people were asking after we talked last week about follow through. So let me pull up ZIM here. What I looked for yesterday, because I got my signal on Wednesday night, so that means I tried to trade it on Thursday. There's a couple things I looked for, and I have to be honest, I programmed the software to look for me, because I don't do anything during the trading day for two reasons. One, my day is really important to me, and I like to spend it with my toddler. But number two is because I get emotional and I might make dumb decisions. So instead, when the pressure's off after the markets close the night before, I'll pre-program the automatic traders that are built into a lot of our trading platforms, and I'll let it do the trading for me, because then it follows the rules I gave it, and it follows the rules to the T. Whereas if I'm in there, I might get a little emotional and make the trade even though the rules aren't being met, right? So the rules that I look for is that, pay attention, guys and gals. I like to make sure that, number one, I'm trading above the confirming day close, right? So that would be making sure, in this case, trading above, this is a daily chart, by the way, that we're looking at. So you're looking at Thursday, right? These are 15-minute bars, and I'm trading above the confirming day close. I also want to make sure I'm trading above the previous day close. In this case, since the confirming day and the previous day are the same day, it's going to be the same. And then the other thing I want to be trading above is the day's open range, right? And so the open range is the high and the low of the first 30 minutes of trading. It's a little day trader's trick. And so I don't trade until the afternoon session, right? I wait until about 12:45 Eastern time, 1 o'clock Eastern time to do my trading. And so if I'm not trading above those two ranges, right, then I'm not going to be placing the trade. So as far as my signal on Wednesday that I got Wednesday night, I came back on Thursday and I didn't see that my trade had filled, because these rules weren't met. And so I have to make a decision now. Should I try again on Monday? So here's that daily chart. I didn't get my trade on Thursday. There's no reason why, if I got some sort of signal that said, hey, like a purple arrow. If I got a purple arrow, then I'd probably stop looking for the opportunity to get into this trade. But I didn't get any purple arrow, so there's no reason why I won't do this same thing again on Monday. So again, on Monday now, if I come back to the daily chart, I'm going to program my automatic trader to number one. Let me get rid of these drawings here. I want to be trading above the previous day close. So I'll be looking to trade above this number. I'll be looking to trading above the confirming day close. So that's this number. And then when the open range is generated on Monday, I'll make sure I'm trading above that number. So whichever of those three is the highest, I need to be trading above that when I come in the afternoon session in order for it to make sense for me to make that trade. It's called follow through, and I want to make sure that those are present. So I hope you guys are taking notes on that, because I get my end of day signal, and then I'll look for trading opportunities the next trading days. And if they don't get met, every evening I'll evaluate whether I want to keep trying to get it or if I should stop. And that's just basically how I do it. I can do that in like 10 or 15 minutes in the evening after my toddler goes to bed, usually around 10 o'clock at night.